Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Zoom. Whoops, I just got caught. And I really want to say hello and welcome to today's live. Again, every week I'm coming in, I'm here to share with you not only some, mindfulness, but also we look at, an opportunity that might work for you. So today I am here because I want to share that with you and give you some information. Because I want around that and, provide you with some valuable information. So just while I get that shared, I am going to ask you just to say hi, jump on, let me know where you're tuning in from and go from there. So just let me share this. My page is too big for some reason. It won't let me share. I can do it on my phone. So say hi, let me know what's going on for you, where you're tuning in from, whether it's the live or the replay. I'd love to know. And let's go from there. So give me 1 second. It's always amazing to have amazing people, sharing and, connecting with me on these calls. I think it's really important that, we continue to build everything that we're doing and, see how things pan out. So this live is not coming up. Why is that? That's very odd. So, it's very slow to connect for some reason. So I'm just going to do this anyway. If I can't do it, I'll just share it a little bit later. And here we go. Yes, we've got it. Oh, perfect. So let's get on there now. Okay, all done. Perfect. Let's get on with the show, shall we? I always have a lot of fun doing what I do, and I really appreciate that each and every one of you are here doing what needs to be done and, follow me. And, for me, that's really valuable, and it's valuable to see what everybody's up to, regardless of where you are and what you're doing. I don't want anybody to stop doing what they're doing, but if I can help just one person to change their life in some way, that's what I'm here to do. And so that's really important for me. So let's have a look here and just see today's live is all about not to take things personally. This is pretty big because, people do tend to carry stuff and they really do, lash out, I suppose, is one way of saying it, without knowing, unintentionally. And so it's something that I really want to share with you today, to how to manage that if that happens. So we all know that the world isn't perfect, and that the people we know that we come across, we know that they aren't perfect either. And, we're imperfectly perfect. So it's really important that we love who we are and love for who you are. So love who you are for who you are. And don't put limitations on that, because we don't really want people to feel unworthy or feel like they're not being authentic because they're trying to please somebody else or do something to make somebody else feel better. So, really, first of all, really love who you are for who you are. We know we all make mistakes. Yeah. I like to refer to it as we make lessons. And, we learn from those lessons, and it's super important that we do, because if we don't, we're going to continue on the same path over and over and over, and just see how it that just compounds and we're not moving forward in whatever it is that we're doing. And, this has been a really a time where our behaviors may have been considered by others as offensive or hurtful, even though we're being authentically us. But we do have to remind ourselves as well that our lives, that we've experienced things in our lives. And, if we're reminding ourselves as often as possible that, perhaps we're taken back to a time unconsciously and we simply don't know what somebody else is going through at any given time and on that particular day. So whatever we're saying, it's not to, and whatever they come back with, just know that it's not something to take personally. Sometimes, like I said, we don't know what other people are going through. So hi Claire, thanks, welcome. I love that you're here. Thanks for joining me. So I think also that there's people out there that we have to deal with from time to time, and they might be a little bit negative. So if something, something is different, and any successful person will 100% agree that one of the most important things that we need to do in our lives to keep moving forward and to keep our goals and dreams, a reality in our visualization and our emotions, is to have really a strong support network around us of like-minded people, positive people around us, but every single day. If we're not connecting with those people on a daily basis, then, it's one of those things that we just, and I know myself, if we're not connecting with those people every day, then we really can't fall into those old habits and allow those negative people to impact us negatively rather than lifting us with that support network. So if you're really serious about taking your life to the next level and beyond, the people you are surrounded with are really going to have an influence and impact on your ability to do that, and can actually hold you back. Anyone who dismisses your dreams and your emotions or fills your head with negative chatter, those friends will definitely hold you back far more than you even realize, because unconsciously those thoughts, those words, whatever that is going to impact you in some way, especially if you're hearing it over and over again. Now, this does not mean that you leave all your friends behind. What it does mean, though, is that you can limit your time with those that might have a negative impact on you, and, declutter, like we declutter our wardrobes, declutter the energy that we're mixing with, and take control of the time that you spend with those people. That can be another way, when you can control when and how often and how much time you spend with those people, then you can absolutely take control of that back. And you'll find that that actually won't impact you as much as perhaps it might have in the past. And that's super, super important. So bear all of that in mind, because it does make a difference, and find a way to spend more time with those people that really do lift you on a daily basis and support you on your path to success. Even if it's different to theirs, just know that those people that are supporting you, it doesn't matter whether you're on the same path or not. If they're fully supporting you and encouraging you and giving you motivation and inspiration, then really take that on and spend more time with those people, because they genuinely care about where you go in your journey. So to help you maintain the momentum in moving closer towards your goals and dreams, here are just a few things that maybe you can use along the way when you're having to face and deal with negative people. So the first thing is never take it personally. I did mention that earlier, and it's so true. When someone displays negative behavior towards you and your goals or your dreams, it doesn't mean it's anything to do with you personally. We touched on this, and often it's their inner defense mechanisms coming in from maybe their conditioning or programming, the way that they've been brought up. It could be anything along those lines, but it may be that they're really, really unhappy, or cannot or don't have the ability to see their own goals and dreams clearly enough to go after them. Sometimes it's simply that they don't feel worthy of having anything more than they already have. And, that's a reflection of their internal beliefs. So just know that that is not about you. It is often, and 99% of the time, about them. And under those circumstances, it's really best just to move on and not to react to their negative comments. Know that your goals and dreams are very real, and don't let any of that take you back or push you back a step. You're on track to achieve them, and know that you can do this. The next thing I want to talk about is you're always in control. So you are and always will be in control of your own life. No matter what others may say, no one can ever, ever make you feel anything less unless you allow them to let you feel that way. So what does that mean? Well, ultimately, we're in charge of what our reality looks like to us and where our thoughts and emotions sit. And regardless of where we came from, what you want and what you achieve, that doesn't change. Nobody can make us feel less. So when others start to make you feel down or less worthy, it's because you allow them to intrude into your self-empowerment, your energy, and they're breaking through your boundaries, and you actually have the strength within to change it and choose to feel and think differently. That's what it means. And that is so, so important. When you realize that you're in control, when you realize that you can turn that around and put a protective layer around you so that your boundaries aren't broken into, can make a huge difference in your life. And finally, I want you to think about how you can turn the conversations around. So if somebody's suggesting some form of negativity to other people, there is a very good probability, a very high probability, that they are their own worst critic. And that kind of comes back to meaning that they are really hard on themselves, whatever they do. That can be the cause sometimes, but other times it may be that they're just really unhappy. If they're really unhappy, then what can you do to help them feel a little bit more happier? Some people feel unhappy most of the time, or even all of the time. So whenever anyone is negative towards you, turn the conversation around to focus on them. What do they like? What do they enjoy? Or if you don't know them that well, give them a compliment, but make sure it's super genuine. It's no good giving a superficial compliment to someone, because they can see through that, or they will try and see through that. But by making it genuine, you're really tapping into who they are and making them feel good. So ask what it is that they enjoy doing, or maybe even what they enjoy being, when they're at their happiest. And even let them know, perhaps something that you like about them, even if it is right now, You know, it might be something they're wearing. It might be a new hairstyle. It might be something simple. But when you can actually let them know that, they're, you know, that is going to absolutely turn them around and make them feel so much better about themselves, even if they don't show it at the time, because most people don't know how to accept a compliment. So find the positive things and offer them praise. And, you know, like I said, 99% of the time, most people are really surprised. And, you know, they'll even try and reject the compliment or dismiss it by offering you a compliment. And that's not what it's about. So, you know, but on the inside, and that's what matters, they're definitely going to feel really worthy and valued, even if it comes to them later on. So, you know, when they start thinking about what happened in their day or who they spoke to, they're going to start thinking and feeling like, I remember Donna speaking to me earlier today, and you know what, that actually made me feel really good. And I'm really grateful for that. So that can actually help change the way that they think and feel about themselves. So that's super important as well. You know, I've noticed a lot of people recently on social media offering comments, you know, particularly on the socials regarding, you know, my goals and desires. And, you know, I'm really excited and motivated by this. And you know why? Because as a person and a coach who wants to help others create wealth and change in their financial future, it's only natural that not everybody agrees with me. And, you know, if they don't agree with me, that's perfectly okay. I share a positive light with the world because I'm so tired of people living in poverty. I'm so tired of people living with no with no ability to change their financial situation, not because they can't change it, because they think it's not possible. And, you know, they're continually being financially stranded in this sinking ship, and it's not getting any easier for those people. So you know, I took a serious hit in the last 2 years and suffered financially myself. So I know what that's like. You know, I know, hey, Lynn, thanks, love. It's good to see you here. You know, I took a hit, and I know many other people did as well. I had a traditional coaching business. I, you know, had substantial investments that I made that went to the pot. You know, they just didn't work out. But you know, we had to pivot, we had to evolve, and you know, we have successfully been able to do that. And that's, you know, that's massive, because when you can visualize things and where you want your life to be, it doesn't matter how much you get knocked down. It's about getting up and being able to break through that barrier of where you're at and being able to change that up to something far more positive. And I now know that not only my future, but the future of those people that I help will never, ever, ever be in the same position this time next year. It will change, you know, because I know that they've come across this financial, this ability to free themselves financially and really, you know, use a system that's super easy, that's super fun. I have so much fun doing what I'm doing. You know, even this morning I was sitting here and I was looking at something, and my husband, you know, was thinking that I wasn't working because I was laughing and having fun and interacting with something that came across my messages. And, you know, it was a little bit of a music that went with it. And I was, you know, it's just, I have fun every day. And that doesn't mean I'm not working. It means that I really have really found something that is simple, that is you know, fun, it's simple, it's a system that's done for us, and it's duplicatable. That's the word I was looking for. It just went out of my head. And that's what's important. And, you know, it's also something that is super affordable. It's the wholesale membership club that actually pays you. So what memberships do you currently have? Do you receive an income if you're a member of Amazon Prime, you know, $14.99 a month, or Costco, $130 a year, Netflix, $10.99 per month, Disney Plus, $13.99 per month? How many do you have? Live Good, $9.95 per month, and it pays you $25 for every single referral. Plus, you know, are you in a position where, you know, I know that the politicians aren't, I'm sorry, I'm getting really passionate here, and I'm sorry, not sorry. So the politicians are getting really frustrating for me, and I don't look at a lot of stuff, but this week I've heard things, and you know, somebody was directly asked, are we in a recession? They said no. And you know what, a load of rubbish. We are in a recession right now. We are facing financial crisis. What can you do to change that? You know, the interest rates on savings is going down. Interest rates on loans, mortgage rates are going up. On personal loans are going up. How are you going to afford to keep doing what you're doing, earning an income on a wage that limits you to earn, you know, for how much you can earn, and also does not increase in accordance that, you know, the CPI increases do not go up in accordance with, you know, whatever else is going on in the financial economic climate. So it's time. It is time for us to move into something where we can totally afford to build our wealth, other than the way that a job might limit us. So are you ready to tell your family that you no longer have access to Disney Plus, Netflix, you know, Costco, Amazon Plus, you know, Amazon Prime? Are you in that position? Because if you're not, you may find yourself in that position very, very soon. You know, and what will that do to them? Their mental health will change. Their physical health will change. And then they'll start feeling these things coming on, which is all, you know, a result of our emotions. And we don't want that. You know, so often we wait until it's too late, and we put our head in the sand and, you know, bury what's going on until we have no option but to fall under that, you know, that situation, or scrape through so badly that you actually don't know where your next meal or your next, you know, your next lot of rent or mortgage payment is going to come from. So for just $9.95 a month, you can earn in 7 different ways. $9.95 a month is affordable for almost everyone. I do know that $9.95 for some people is a lot that they just can't find. But you can earn back straight away. And this is the most affordable system I've ever seen. And it's in over 200 countries around the globe. So you can invite anyone to join you and get paid for that. So if you are seriously motivated, or you have a really strong reason or purpose or why to change your financial situation right here, right now, and know that you can pass that onto your loved ones for generations to come, long beyond your lifespan here on this planet, then send me a DA or click the link below, and you can make an informed decision very easily and very quickly. I'm just going to pop this in the comments, and it's there for you just to have a look. You know, have a look at this and really See what it is that you're looking for. If it's for you, great. I really want to work with people who are driven and motivated to change their situation. You know, a single mum can afford this. You know, a stay-at-home mum who's only got one income coming in can afford this. You actually can't afford not to do this. So if that's you, if you want to change your family's financial situation, then send me a DM, and you know, let's have a chat. Let's talk about this and find out more about this. So until next week, happy manifesting. I am so glad that you joined me today, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. To your every success.